Hello, Expedience. Welcome. I'm Kate Yoga Ryan. Thank you for joining me. Today's meditation is on mindfulness. We may hear a lot about mindfulness in this world lately, ways to move around, to think more, focus more. And so today we'll just meditate on simple ways to bring mindfulness into your practice and to bring you into present moment awareness. And so take a breath in right away. Feel the air coming in, the cool air. And on your exhale, allow your eyes to close. As you rest in this moment, perhaps right away asking yourself a question: what do I need most right now? And then wait in silence to see what comes up. If the answers that came to you were rooted in a physicality, in other words, I need release in my back or hips, allow yourself to adjust the position of your body to right away allow for more space and breath. If you're seated on a cushion and the knees or hips are already bothering you or talking to you here, adjust and take a cushion underneath your seat. Lift your hips up in line with your knees. If the low back is tight or squeezing, option to lie down for this meditation, even with legs up the wall or on a chair. Wherever you are, find this attention to your spine, observing the length all the way from the low back to the crown of the head. Softly tuck in your chin, releasing around the eyes and jaw, around the throat and shoulders, around the whole trunk and abdominal cavity. Observing space, observing light. Cataloging every sensation of the present moment. Consider yourself a scientist, and yourself also the lab, and also the experiment. As you collect data points for what this moment feels like. Drawing mindful attention into your physical body. And then begin to pay attention to your breath. Empty out to the bottom of your exhale. And through your nose, breathe in. Feel the temperature, the pace, the texture. And through your nose or mouth, breathe out, observing the speed of the breath, the emptying feeling, the soft collapse of the body. Continue this process a few more times with deep inquisition. We are all aware that the present moment is the place where true living exists. It doesn't really exist in the past or the future, which have either already occurred or are yet to be. The now, the present, is the only place where we can make mindful choices. Still, being mindful is not always easy. We can find ourselves dwelling on the past or worrying about distant events, which allows sometimes tiny and beautiful moments to escape our attention. If mindfulness practice is new to you, let this poem be an invitation to start now. This is The Journey by Mary Oliver. One day, you finally knew what you had to do and began. Though the voices around you kept shouting their bad advice, though the whole house began to tremble and you felt the old tug at your ankles, "Mend my life," each voice cried. But you didn't stop. You knew what you had to do. Though the wind pried with its stiff fingers at the very foundations, though their melancholy was terrible, it was already late enough and a wild night, and the road full of fallen branches and stones. But little by little, as you left their voices behind, the stars began to burn through the sheets of clouds, and there was a new voice, which you slowly recognized as your own, that kept you company as you strode deeper and deeper into the world, determined to do the only thing you could do, determined to save the only life you could save. Mindfulness is about choosing the present moment again and again. Choosing to fall deeper into being, into self. Offer yourself a few moments here to listen to the inner voice. Acknowledge here with gratitude that time spent here in meditation is how we cultivate and listen to the inner voice. How little by little we leave the other voices behind. Mindfully choosing this moment. And finally, as an act of returning with intention, draw a breath in through your nose. Exhale out of your mouth. Blink your eyes open. Welcome home.